Hello and welcome back to Verbose Mode by TaxCare, coming to you live from Infobip Shift 2025 in sunny Zadar, Croatia. We are opening day 2 of the interviews. This particular interview you will be able to watch on every TaxCare social media. Later we will switch to YouTube. But if you are here now with us, you have the honor, as I do, to host Markus with me as a first guest. Welcome.
Thanks, Baruch.
And we're going to talk about network APIs.
Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. So what is, like, we know APIs, right? What is network APIs, how they are different, why we even put them in as a separate category?
It's an innovation topic. So let me first introduce a little bit myself. I'm working in Deutsche Telekom in the MACE unit. So that's the Magenta API Exposure Unit of Deutsche Telekom.
Okay.
But I have a second hat, and that's Camara. I'm driving the Camara open source project since the beginning, now in the role as a marketing lead for the project. Yes, and network API, that's a new innovation topic because we open the telco networks for developers that they can use features like quality in demand, features to avoid fraud, to get all information about devices. So there are new innovative things which help the developers to improve their use cases or even create new ones.
Oh, yeah, okay, interesting. So what is it in practice? How do people use it? What people do with it?
Look, you pretty well know this authentication method where you get the SMS with the 6-digit code.
Yes, of course.
You have to remember it, you type it in, and then you forget it and retype it, and it has a terrible user experience.
Yes.
And it's not very secure.
Absolutely,
So
because
we are-
SIM card cloning and what's not.
We are working on a better method which is called silent authentication, to do it in the background. So to use the SIM, the device, the knowledge what we have about our customers at the second factor, so that the user just puts the login and the password and done. And the second factor is done in the background without this SMS and 6-digit code. It's much more smooth, much more secure, much more easy, and a tremendous better user experience.
Absolutely.
And that's one example.
Yeah, no, that's a very powerful example. And then on the background, how does the website implements it?
Yeah, we saw it yesterday in the lightning talk. Anthony from Orange has presented it very well. It's easy to implement. The most effort is to take the authentication. That's the most effort-taking task, but the API call is pretty simple. It's just one line adding into the code.
Okay, that sounds promising. What else we can do with it?
Yeah, we have, for example, the ability to control the network. We are able to reserve bandwidth or to prioritize traffic that we get lower latency. That's especially good for security use cases, for police, for fireworks, for ambulances. That even in a situation where you go to an area where you have a lot of people, a lot of devices, these people really have the access, get the connection, can transfer data, can communicate. We also open it for safeguarding of transactions. So for example, to do a transaction, typically there are only a few bits. And these few bits have to be brought through the network very reliant and very fast. So, and for that we want to have a product about quality and demand, where you can reserve bandwidth and get a low latency. And that can help, for example, remote control. If you want to fly a drone, if you want to do teleoperated driving with a car, if you want to be in a factory and driving an HEV, you have to make sure that these control commands reach the vehicle very fast and very reliant. And for that reason, we use the product. Also to safeguard transactions for banking, for eBay transactions, for point of sale systems. We had a nice event in the company, employee event, where a lot of people have been there, and the food and the drinks could be sold and bought. But too much people, and the point of sale system didn't work anymore. And so we got all for free. But that was good for the employees, but it's not a purpose. So we can really give this quality demand product to the point of sale systems, make sure that the transactions go through and that the selling works. So that's another good example.
That sounds like you almost reinvent the network, just like proper as it really should be.
It's not a reinvention, but we use all the capabilities and open it for developers. Because in this today's world, integration is key. We have to optimize. And for the developers, it's a good chance to improve the applications. For the telcos, I want to be honest, it's a good chance to monetize the big invest in the infrastructure.
Oh, of course. Then the opportunities for monetization are very, very significant here. But it also provides better service when it's really needed.
It's a win-win for both.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wow. No, this is very interesting. So, us as developers, we're not telecos or anything like that. How can we take advantage of this, use it, and basically make our usage of network in our products better?
Yeah. So we worked 3 years now on the topic to make it as easy and simple as possible for you developers. So you want to have APIs which are really simple. You don't want to bother with all the technical complexity and telco complexity with cell IDs and slices and edge cloud and traffic influence and all these deep technical things. You want to have it easy. So for example, for this quality demand, you can come to us and tell us, look, from my device to this service at the internet, give me the lowest latency you can. That's a simple thing, and we translate it in our complexity, in our technology. So that's the way, or the work of Camara, to standardize these simple APIs and make it available in all the networks in all the countries. Because it's a second important topic for you. It's nice if one telco and in one country it's implemented, but it doesn't bring scalable business for you as a developer. So it's key that we have it in all the networks in all the countries, and that's what Camara is doing, a global standard. But we also have standardized the way the telcos expose it, because all that has also been the same, the authentication, the security, the consent management, all that has to be same in all the telcos, and that's the role of GSMA Open Gateway, standardizing with all the telcos. And then finally, what's also important is the aggregation piece. For a lot of applications like fraud, for banks, it's important that you have one API key for the whole market. It is independent if the end customer is then in the network of Orange or Vodafone or Telefonica or Deutsche Telekom. A developer wants one endpoint where he can use, and all the rest is done in the background. And that's the value of the aggregation. And we are also happy that we have more and more aggregators like Infobip, like Nokia, like Aduna, who are coming in the market and helping us. So we have worked a lot on the infrastructure to make it as easy as possible for the developers to access the APIs, to see where are the commercial implementations, to get access, to get testing, to get a sandbox, and even get the commercial agreement then with the API owner.
And speaking about like the wide adoption, how this is going, what realistically expect a Camara and this kind of APIs available for the majority, let's say, of the operators, network operators?
Yeah. Also, that was a great effort in the past. So we are making good progress here, much more than last year. We have been last year already on the shift, but now we have much more progress. So in Camara we have more than 1,300 people from 470 companies all over the planet working together and standardizing the APIs, and that's a number. And also Open Gateway, we already cover 80% of all global mobile connections with the APIs. So it's a really good coverage. I think we have more than 280 operator networks supporting these APIs. And there is a launch map on the GSMA website where you can find the real commercial implementations. So the best starting point for the developers, that's the Camara website, so camaraproject.org. Here you'll find the API overview, a nice table with more than 60 APIs and nice use cases. You can get a direct link to the API spec, that you know what you have to do to integrate. but also you get a link to the GSMA page, to the commercial implementation, and then you get a link to the real operators, to the aggregators, where you get a sandbox and the testing possibility. So it's very easy to access, very easy to use, simple APIs, and that's the best what we can do for you.
And the most important is that it's not some kind of an idea or just a proof of concept or minimal product. This is actually already implemented in 80% of all the traffic that we all use.
It's there, you can use it.
So probably now, whatever connection I use on my phone, that I could get the API implementation for if the websites that I use were utilizing it.
For sure. So another example, we've created also a nice product for influencers. They can reserve bandwidth in the network for uploading their videos. And we use the product commercially with RTL, which is one of the biggest TV stations in Germany, for transmitting the data and the video signal, the live TV signal from the opening game, soccer game, and the UEFA Championship last year in the Allianz Arena in Munich. And the 5G camera was at the edge of the match and transmitted without any interruption, despite of 70,000 people. And that was so convincing for RTL that they bought it for all the other games and for all the events in Germany. And we have sold it now to Associated Press for the ski jumping. A lot of press and media events are using this product, because it's much easier and much cheaper for them to use it with terrestrial 5G than working on a satellite connection and even working with cables. That's the most worst thing.
So I don't know if you watched our episodes of the Verbose mode yesterday. We would definitely benefit from something like that. The connection wasn't great and the quality wasn't great. I hope, by the way, today we have improved quality because we did some tweaking. So we can see from here, this is broadcasted in much higher quality than what we had yesterday. But yeah, that would be very nice to have for sure for our viewers of the Verbose mode.
Yeah, so you can go to the portal and directly buy it. It's there.
Yep.
And it's not expensive.
We will definitely explore and take a look, and maybe you, the watchers of Verbose mode, will benefit from Camara and network APIs.
Yeah.
Markus, thank you very much. That was very interesting. It's the first time I hear about it, which is a shame. I feel like I should have known about it earlier. And hopefully some of our viewers also learned something new today. And go to camaraproject.org and learn all about it. Markus, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Baruch. Thanks.
It was great. Thank you.